If you are charged with a felony, which you are, you have the right to have a preliminary hearing within 10 days of your arrest. At that hearing, I'd bind the case over to the General Division if I found there's probable cause that a crime was committed and that you are the person who committed it. You have the right to a jury trial on this charge. You also have the right to reasonable bail. You are charged with a murder. It's an unclassified felony. Murders carry a potential penalty and a definite prison sentence of 15 years to life in prison and a fine of up to $25,000. I did review the probable cause affidavit for your arrest on that charge. I do find that there was probable cause for you to be detained on the charge of the murder. Mr. DeFranco has been assigned to your case. Mr. DeFranco, does your client acknowledge receipt of the complaint? Does he want me to read it here in open court, and how would he like to proceed?
Thank you, Your Honor. Please, the court had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Bryant prior to coming out on the record. He would waive reading of the complaint on the record. I've explained to him his right to a preliminary hearing. It's my understanding, speak to him, that he's willing to waive his preliminary hearing today, and I would respectfully ask to be heard on bond when appropriate.
All right, thank you. Mr. Bryan, is that correct? You're going to waive your right to have a preliminary hearing, which results in this charge being bound over to the Court of Common Pleas for further proceeding?
Yes, am I allowed to say something?
I would talk to your attorney before you do that. Strongsville, did he sign the waiver or no?
Waiver is signed, Your Honor.
All right. I'll find that the waiver of preliminary hearing was executed here in open court and on the record and in writing. The case will be bound over to the Court of Common Pleas. In regards to bond, Mr. DeFranco, I will start with you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May it please the court, Mr. Bryant is 22 years old. Told me he graduated high school when he lived in Illinois. It's my understanding he's not on any sort of supervision such as probation or parole. We would respectfully ask that you take that under consideration.
All right, thank you. Detective Zaki Hazoo from the Strongsville Police Department is also present. Detective Hazoo, is there anything you want me to know in regards to this case or in regards to bond?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, the Strongsville Police would ask for a $5 million bond cash. The subject, the defendant, Mr. Bryant, does have a prior history, and he is not from Ohio. He is a truck driver who is transiting through Ohio. As such, we are concerned that he might leave the state.
Okay. All right, I appreciate it. And are the representatives of the decedent's family present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did they want to be heard in regards to bond? And I know there's media here. I know that the decedent's family has not given permission for them to be shown on TV, so I would ask that you respect that. Did you want to be heard?
Your Honor, in respect to the victim's family, all they're asking at this time is that justice be served, that any witnesses who haven't come forward, and that the media, etc., respect their privacy.
Okay. All right. Here, Mr. Bryant, based on the, obviously the nature of the charge, based on the information presented here in the probable cause affidavit, also based on the fact that you don't have, you reside in a different state, I'm going to follow the bond recommendation of the Strongsville Police Department. So your bond is going to be a $5 million cash surety bond. Case will be bound over to the Court of Common Pleas. Mr. Bryant, you're going to see another judge within a short order. If you cannot make that bond, that judge will re-review my bond and make any adjustments that they see fit. Anything else, Detective Hazoo?
Not at this time, thank you, Your Honor.
Anything else? Okay. Anything else, Mr. DeFranco?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
This man approached me with a knife.
Christian, as I said, you can address this in the future.